Good morning. This is Melissa with the StockSwoosh.com and welcome. Welcome. Today I wanted to go over a trade that I did yesterday. It was Qcom. Today is Friday, April 26th. And this was a nice bearish gap down, or what I call a golden gap, a gap that meets the criteria in order to trade in the correct direction. However, that being said, the market traded pretty strong yesterday and Qcom didn't break a brand new low and get to the dream target. I was really only looking for a target of 62 on this. It actually had a better drop into the morning than I thought. Let's just see where that, oh, here it is, I think. Nope, didn't get all the way down there. 61.33 I was thinking. 61.36, where was this? 61.79, where is that? Here. Here it is. Here it is in here. Remember, these are areas. So Qcom went down into this first place, and I was really only looking for 62, and then it bounced. And then I did a second trade in it. I'll go over that in a minute. And I actually got out of it as soon as it broke 62. I wasn't even looking for low of the day with what the market was doing, but it was a nice second trade. So good first trade, good second trade, had an ad in it, beautiful, beautiful play. And this chart is still lower. Just because it didn't follow through and break a new low yesterday into the afternoon doesn't mean the chart's lower. This was a nice gap. Here's a bigger picture look in this. And in the morning, I really didn't want this to get over 63. And it got over it by 5 cents. And remember, these are live living things to trade, so I still was okay with doing the trade then because it only went 5 cents over it. I was really looking for it to stay under 63. It went a teeny weeny little bit over it, and then it set up. But the nice, beautiful trade was in here. And actually, the clue was the way that it opened in the morning. Go look at that quickly. This hard drop that happened on the open was a great sign right here. So this was a nice move. This was a really nice move for this to happen right on the open. And then it rallied up, held. There's nothing to do here. Rallied up some more and basically held. I mean, basically held here. Like I said, it went 5 cents over the 63 number. These are areas and had a beautiful setup. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. You can get a better picture of it on here. Look, this is the first bar of the day. Then it does what I call a sandwich in here. Took out the 63 a little teeny weeny bit. Remember, this is Qcom. This moves. Not really any spread on this, but it does move fast. And it fell. So I had a beautiful trade in here, and I got out at the perfect place. As soon as this turned around and dropped and flipped, I was out. I actually got more out of it than I thought because I was only looking for 62, but had a nice move. Watch this rally back up here. Was going to give it all the way up here to reshort or even here with what the market was doing. As it turns out, it was very weak. Rallied up here and reset itself up in here. Got back in it and got out then as soon as it broke down into the 62. Didn't expect the low of the day necessarily with what the market was doing, but had a nice second play in here with a good risk to reward. And the other point I want to make is when you go to do a second trade after you did the first morning trade, do not risk all the money you made from the first morning trade. Your day is in right in here. This is it. This is your day. If this is the stock you're looking to trade, the symbol, this is your day. And if you take a second trade, it's for a chunk. It's what I call a chunk, unless you're expecting it to continue and have some big, crazy move in the day. In a dream world, really, Qcom could have gotten down to, which I did not expect because of the market, 61, 60, 60. Okay. However, that's not realistic given what the market was doing yesterday to look for huge dream targets on anything, really. The fact that this did this yesterday with the market is huge weakness, beautiful weakness, really nice weakness for this chart. And the interesting thing is it was rallying up quite a bit in the morning. A lot of volume in it, rallied up quite a bit in the morning. I still rated it good, and I still knew that it was going to work as a short in the day. And like I said, in a perfect world, I didn't want it to get over 63, but 5 cents. And as soon as it went over it, a little bit over 5 cents, it held itself and came right back on top of itself, so I was fine with it. It was a really nice trade. The first trade was great. The second trade was good because it never made you suffer. As soon as you took it, you were up money, and then it bled all the way down. And once again, when something doesn't break a new low, Into the lunch period, you have two choices. One, take it off, okay, or two, it's probably not going to work, you know, or you have to keep lowering your stop. You cannot stay in a trade for 2-3 hours through the lunch period because it's going to wiggle and jiggle unless you're lowering your stop down, because quite frankly, it may not break a new low. And as it turns out, this didn't. This didn't. And I kind of felt like after it broke 62 and didn't just crash to the ground that it wouldn't do it. You know, up in here, it looks perfect. This 15-minute chart is really nice. And I was thinking maybe this could do it. But then as it started to kind of squiggle around here, around the noonish, here's when it really should have broken down and crashed through the low, right in here between 12 and 12:15. And it didn't do it. So that being said, it decided to get a lift. This is just people covering, short covering in here. Nobody's buying this thing. And didn't break a new low. Beautiful 15-minute chart. Really nice. 8-period moving average squishing down on top of it. 20-period moving average squishing down on top of it. Beautiful. Beautiful triangle formation here. Really nice chart. This is Qcom. This was a golden gap from Thursday, April 25th. If you have any questions or are interested in learning how to trade gaps, please contact me. I teach a class on how to rate and pick and play these gaps. My email is melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great weekend.